with the topic that I had already planned to discuss. So I want to thank y'all for being here with me this evening. And tonight we're going to be talking about when women see one thing but believe another. So first and foremost, I would like to thank everybody for taking the time to come on and join me on this Thursday evening for our Candid conversations. And for those of you all that don't know me, my name is Jasmine Womack, and on social media, hi April on Facebook. And on social media, I'm known as author Jasmine Womack. I am a wife, a mother, an educator, and an author of 2 books, 20 Pearls of Wisdom. This is my book, 20 Pearls of Wisdom, A Woman's Guide to Self-Preservation. And it's on my website at 20pearlsofwisdom.com. And it's also available on Amazon and the Apple iBookstore. Hello, everyone coming on Instagram Live. And hey, April on Facebook. I teach women how to identify self-sabotaging habits, overcome self-doubt, gain unstoppable confidence, fulfill goals, and turn dreams into reality. And at the end of the day, I just pray that God allows me to be a vessel. So I do not take it for granted at all that you are here. And I want to thank y'all for coming on this evening. Normally I come on at 9 o'clock, but I ran into some technical difficulties. And then if you saw my Instagram stories earlier, we had some blended family issues that we had to work out. So I am glad to be here. And next week, I think I'm going to be talking about blended family stuff because my bonus daughter and my husband both suggested that I talk about what we were experiencing earlier today. So let's get down to business. Tonight, we're going to be talking about when women see one thing but believe another. And I think that this is a very, very, very pertinent topic for women to discuss, especially as it pertains to dating. So when I say, seeing one thing but believing another, what exactly do I mean by that? Like, have y'all ever experienced that? And y'all feel free to leave comments because I do like for this to be, somewhat interactive. Have you ever dated someone and I've done it in the past, like before marriage, somebody be showing me like the signs be clear as day, but I'm stuck in la la land believing whatever I want to believe, So, I mean, if you've ever felt like that, feel free to leave a comment. But let's talk about, for instance, Hurt Bae. Last week, hashtag Hurt Bae. If you've seen the video, hashtag Hurt Bae. You can search it. She was all over Facebook. Like, women in droves on so many different platforms felt sorry for her. They sympathized with her, and it was just dogging the guy saying, oh, he's a dog, he's a creep. And I sympathize with her because I used to have some of her qualities. And I sympathize with her because I felt like she was accepting crap. I also sympathize with her because I felt like she truly did not know her worth. However, if you look at the Hurt Bae video, and if you haven't seen it, go watch it. Because in this video, it was basically 2 exes confronting each other. And this girl was confronting her boyfriend, her ex-boyfriend, about cheating on her. And you could visibly tell that she was hurt. She was very emotional. But he looked like he could have cared less. Like, seriously, like straight up just could have cared less. So if you haven't seen it, please go take a look at it. But, she didn't know her worth. And the truth is, she was with a guy who let it be known through his actions that he didn't care and he didn't want to be committed. And the thing about it was she kept finding evidence. She found evidence on his phone, naked pictures, text messages. I mean, like, even in one case, she even walked in on him while he was being sexually intimate with somebody else in their house. She walked in on him. And he told her to leave. And she actually turned around and left. She didn't turn up. She didn't burn the house down. She didn't know. She turned around and left and went into another room and started crying. And she stayed with him. You know what I'm saying? And he told her to leave. And he's just like, if you don't trust me, if you felt the need to do all that, why are you still with me? And she, was just kind of saying all this pity party stuff. But the thing about it is, She literally accepted the crap and stayed with him. And I know that a lot of women accept crap. I guess, I don't know if it's out of trying to be somebody's ride or die. Like, why you gotta die? Like, why do you gotta die emotionally? Why do you have to die mentally? Why do you have to die spiritually? You know, like, why do your emotions have to die? Like, you know. But like, even in this Hurt Bae video, he was like, you know, you could tell that she wanted him back. She wanted the relationship to work. But he was like, you know what? I don't want commitment. I wish you the best. I want to see you blossom into, you know, a beautiful woman. And Hurt Bae was a prime example of seeing one thing but believing another. Like, she saw it clear as day, but she wanted to believe that this was her soulmate. She wanted to believe that they were going to work things out. And it just was not reality. Let's talk about something else. Another example of seeing one thing but believing another. Let's talk about dating, single men. Like, this guy that I follow, he calls himself B-Mac, Brandon McIntosh, B-Mac, if you look for him on Instagram. He started a blog called Thoughts from the Other Side of the Bed, where it's a blog talking about things from a man's perspective. And he discussed in his blog about how women will Netflix and chill with a man for a few days, a few weeks, a few months. Hey, everybody coming on. How women will Netflix and chill with a man for an extended period of time. And because you are sexually intimate with the man, you're spending time with him, talking on the phone, going out, or because you've been investing your time, investing your energy, investing your body for a certain amount of time, you begin to think that you're exclusive. And so when you ask him, you know, like, what are we? What's our status? What's our relationship? He says, you know, I thought we were friends. I value your friendship. I'm not trying to be in a relationship. So you say, you know, okay, and accept it. How many of y'all have done that or know women who have done that? Raise your hand. I know plenty of people that have done it. Like, back in the day, in my college days, I was that girl. You know, but you accept it and you continue. You continue investing your time. You continue investing your emotions. You can, you know, you put it down on him thinking that the better you do it, you know, maybe he'll commit or whatnot. You're still spending time with him, talking on the phone, catering to him. Hey, Celine on Instagram. And then after a certain amount of time, the relationship question comes on again. Like, what are we? You know, are we in a committed relationship? And he gives you these, you know, like these crappy answers, these crappy excuses, the runaround, and you know, act confused. When really there's no confusion at all. Like, y'all are not in a relationship. He makes it clear that he does not want to be in one. He does not love you. And in all honesty, you're just a piece of butt to him that's convenient, that he enjoys. And to him, it's honestly as simple as that. And a lot of times as women, we'll make things deeper than what it really is because somebody's showing one thing or maybe, you know, and doing another. Or let's talk about this one. Somebody, said this on my Instagram page earlier today. And I've been seeing this a lot on Facebook. You know, well, I'm dating a guy. I fell in love with him, but I didn't know that he was married. Hey, Indy. Hey, India. Oh, hey, Celine. Yeah, you know me from way back when. Thanks, bro. I appreciate your support. But hey to everybody else, everybody on Facebook too. So, you know, this guy you're dating, you didn't know he was married and you fell in love with him. Like, let's talk about this because I've been seeing this a lot on social media. I get a lot of DMs, you know, about this kind of stuff. My question is, how did you not know that this man was married? Like, have you been to his house? Have you seen pictures? Like, does he go extended hours where he does not call you, where he does not respond to your text, where he does not answer the phone? Does he refuse to take pictures with you? Does he refuse to friend you on any type of social media? Like, how did you not know that he was married? Like, there are always some signs that somebody has somebody else going on that's more important than you. Like, do you believe the lies about him and his wife being separated? Sleeping in separate rooms, but they still live together. They still live together because of the kids. Oh, you said Lily? Oh, I'm striving to be a blessing. That's very humbling. Hey, Simply Simmons. Hey, Chaz. But like, honestly, how do you not know that this man is married? Like, there are always signs. And as women, it's honestly time for us to stop playing the victim role and just look at it for what it is. Because let me tell y'all something. Men lie. Now, not all men, because there are some honest, genuine men out there who want committed relationships. But let me tell you that those type who are honest and they want something real and they want something genuine, they're going to let it be known, first of all. And their actions are going to align with their words. They're not going to play games with you. They're going to make you a priority, and they're going to be serious about committing, and they are seriously going to commit. That's what my husband did. It took him no time. Like, when he said he was ready, he was ready. And there was no games. I have friends who, you know, they were single for a while, but when that special someone came around into their lives, their actions aligned with their words, and they were not trying to play games. And I'm not bashing women at all, because Lord knows that I have been that woman that I'm talking about right now. And that's why I'm sharing it with you guys, so that if you find yourself in this situation, you can get some wisdom to maintain your dignity and leave, because God wants the best for you, and confusion is not what's best for you. You said, just Indy, how long did you guys date before saying I do not? That's a different story. I'm going to tell you, India, honestly, and I'm talking on Instagram Live here, my Facebook people. I knew my husband. We were friends prior to dating, and I actually went on a dating sabbatical where I did not date anybody, and he wanted to date, but I wouldn't date him. And he respected that, and he said, you know, when you finish your sabbatical, I'll be here. He actually went on to date somebody else, and I didn't date, and it was hard. I had people coming out the woodworks asking me, inviting me on trips, everything. I didn't date. I wasn't talking to people on the phone, nothing. But when my sabbatical ended, it was probably about 9 months. My now husband, he was right there. He had broken up out that relationship that he was in. He had just gotten out that relationship. And he asked me out to breakfast. And I wasn't going to go. And my friend Chastity, that's on the stream now, she can contest, I was not going to go. And she was like, you should just go ahead and go. And I went. And we hit it off. And 2 months later, he proposed. And I accepted. But one of the only reasons I proposed, because I had been praying on him and I had been having dreams about him. But I also knew him. We had been friends prior to. Celine, yes, Celine, you remember too. I had been having dreams about him, but we had been friends, and he respected my decision to go on a sabbatical. He didn't press me about it, but when it was over, he was there. Yeah, so it was 2 months after we had dated, he proposed, and then we got married a week later. We went to Justice of the Peace, and we just recently celebrated our 2nd year anniversary. So, you know, it has been a journey, you know, because you learn your spouse, but I'm telling you, like, it was a godsend. And one thing about that was that I prayed. I was deep in prayer. but let's get back. But you know, if a man is serious about you, he is not going to play games. He's not going to be lying to you. He's not going to be trying to just Netflix and chill and run all up in you and not commit. He's going to honor you. He's going to honor your time. He's going to honor your emotions. He's going to honor your life. He's going to honor your body. So that means that if you are celibate and abstinent, then he is going to respect that. And if he leaves because you're celibate or abstinent, then you know the truth of what he was about. And he was not the man that God had for you. Okay? So a lot of times as women, we can be way too quick to cry hurt and say that we have a broken heart. But in all honesty, it's our fault because we were too fast in the pants to begin with. Like, a lot of times women are too quick to jump into bed. We're too quick to have sex with somebody that we don't even know. And you know that you don't know this guy. Like, honestly, you don't know him. You don't know nothing about his character. You don't know nothing about where he works. You don't know anything about his mother's name. You don't know his middle name. You don't know anything about his past. You don't know his desires. You don't know his goals, his fears, his dreams, what he wants to accomplish. You don't know anything except for he looks good, except for he might drive a nice car, might seem like he got a good paying job with benefits. Hey, Theron. He might have some business about himself, but the reality is a lot of women get caught up in the charm. A lot of women get caught up in the conversation. A lot of women get caught up in the humor, and he finesse you out your panties, and now you in love. And really, it's not love. It's infatuation with sex. It's infatuation with company. You understand what I'm saying? It's not love at all. It's neediness to fill a void that's within you. Because all too often, these types of relationships are not fulfilling at all. Because you're getting less than what you deserve, and you're getting less than what you truly, truly want. You're not getting what you want. And deep down inside, you know you're getting played. So it's just time to stop. If you're dating, it's time to start dating with a purpose. Dating with standards. And not have your non-negotiables. And don't break them for nobody. I don't care how good they seem. I don't care what they got going on. If this is a man that God has for you, he's going to be in line with you and what you're doing. He's not going to get you to go against your non-negotiables or any goals that you have set for yourself, physically, personally, or spiritually. Right, B. Bradley? You're right. It's not love. And if y'all on Facebook, feel free to leave a comment, because I'm commenting on both Facebook and Instagram now. The thing about it is it's time to start dating with a purpose and having standards. Stop setting yourself up for the okie doke. Because the thing about it is, women, we have the power. A man can't do anything to you that you don't allow him to do. Okay? You have the power, and so many of us are so quick to give it away. It's like the Bible says, cast some pearls before swine. Stop casting your pearls before swine. Stop having sex with these guys that you don't know and that you don't love. Salim said, love your passions, voice is needed for the sexes. Yes, we need healthy and healing and real conversations about this. Because a lot of people walking around hurt, but you could have avoided it. Like, close your legs. Stop sleeping with that man. Stop being so quick to let him get into you. And you don't know him, and he don't know you. And ain't no love there. And the thing about it is, people do that kind of stuff and then get children involved in the mix, getting pregnant. And you know what I'm saying? And just bringing life into a whole bunch of mess. We have to be wiser. We have to make wiser decisions. I'm telling you. You do not have to accept a casual relationship from a man who does not want to commit to you. Commit yourself to the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart. And if that desire is a husband, God will send that, but he's not going to be able to send it if you're playing yourself short. And if you are blocking the space that God intended for your husband, if you're blocking that space with someone who is not worthy of you, and if you got somebody there just so you can pass the time, you're blocking. You could be blocking your own blessings and not even realizing it. And so it's time for us to start doing the work on the inside. You have to ask yourself, why are you doing this? What's the real reason you in this relationship with this man, and you're accepting casual sex, and you accepting his hand-me-downs, and he don't want to be with you. He doesn't want to be committed to you. And you might not really even like him. Why? What's the real issue? It's really on my heart to share this, because I've been getting DMs from a lot of women stuck in these situationships. They're not relationships, they're situationships. And at any time, but the thing about it is, we have the power to remove ourselves from these situations at any time. At any time. And a lot of times women will stay in these toxic situations. Hey, Roxy Frank on Instagram. A lot of times women will stay in these toxic situations in pain, hurt, emotionally drained, giving of yourself mentally, sexually, financially, and you're not getting nothing back. Nothing back. Nothing back. But the thing is, you have the power to remove yourself from this situation at any time and to pursue happiness. And to do something and put yourself in a situation that's going to make you happy. It's better, 9 times better, 10 times better to be single and have peace in your life. Know that you're not putting yourself up for no diseases. Have peace in your life mentally, spiritually, emotionally. Have more money in the bank than to settle for somebody who only wants you around to use you as they want to use you and nothing else. I just want to encourage you to do what's best for your mind, your body, and your soul. Always remember that salt and fresh water do not come from the same spring. So if you are confused about, what somebody's saying or versus what they're doing, remember that somebody that is worth your time, their actions will align with their words, and you will not have to guess. You will not have to wonder. You will not have to be confused. None of that, because the man that God has for you is for you, and he will let his intentions be known, and his actions will follow suit. Roxy Frank says, I love what I'm reading so far. Oh, thank you. I'm telling you, I just strive to be a vessel and use my experiences to help other women and other young women to avoid a lot of the same pitfalls, like, honestly. Because, I don't want to see anybody hurting and going through unnecessary mess, But I just want to come on and share that with you guys. It has been about 30 minutes. If y'all have any questions, feel free to type them in the comments. I'm not really seeing any comments on Facebook right now, so I will check those when I'm done. But if you have any comments or questions on Instagram, they're coming through. Celine said, you just confirmed something I need to hear. I'm telling you. And Celine, we go way back. I'm glad you here, man. If y'all have any questions or concern or comments, feel free to type them in the comments or shoot me a quick DM if you don't want anybody. Because I know some people, they don't like leaving comments because they don't like everybody knowing their business, So shoot me a DM. B. Bradley, I appreciate it. Well, that's all I have for y'all tonight. I do thank y'all for tuning in to this week's Candid Conversations. You can find me on Instagram and Facebook at Author Jasmine Womack. Make sure that you check out my website, authorjasminewomack.com, to view an excerpt of my book. You can also purchase a copy of my book and also take a look at my current course offerings. Stay tuned in the next few weeks. I've been getting a lot of questions and DMs about mentoring programs. So membership for my personal and business mentoring and coaching group will be open in the next couple of weeks. So just stay tuned to my Instagram and my Facebook. And thank you, Roxy Frank. She is Vita. I appreciate it. I'm glad I was able to share something to help you tonight. But once again, thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate y'all, and I look forward to seeing y'all next Thursday on Candid Conversations. If you have a particular topic that you want me to talk about, just shoot me a quick DM, and I have it prepared for you. All right. Thank y'all for tuning in. Good night.